trying to hang back, looking for the opportune moment to explode. Can't quite toxic screen creep in towards Lamps. They hop on over because of Stax' splash, but unfortunately the effect is not quite there. Munchkin, Meteor, some of them left undiscovered, able to frag out. And in an instant, we're back to a 1-on-2.
Yeah, pretty interesting that for a defuse to come in.
Got no utility either. Couple of shots and he could be dead, so he has to be crisp with this one. Starts off not too shabby. Munchkin down to 20, a single hit, that's enough. Ooh. But the snake bite, it pushes him back. He has to sneak out, and he swings with a bat. Takes Munchkin down to the cage. Lineups or specific ways to make use of his flash drive just to enable Buzz. It didn't work out too great in the pistol.
Oh boy.
This time, slightly foiled by Munchkin, sneaking outside of Hookah, able to take down first.
This means that DRX should be able to get this plant regardless. Note that it was 3 big rifle purchases from the side of DRX and 2 guys just sitting on the pistols, so it's kind of a fair fight in that sense to start off, but now Buzz has an amazing angle here, gonna take one down.
That opens up new avenues of entry if he decides to push back from Halls, but instead it's just gonna be Stax as well as Mako holding clean from Octagon. You only have Munchkin left, and he knows he can't do much.
He's cackling on the
it's like, what do I do, guys?
On the player cam, he's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna die to the spike here, as you do. And keep in mind that, you know, even though Bane went down with the rifle, Stax is able to get on in there, pick it up, and so now they're gonna have 3 fantastic guns going into this this third round.
Their sky is weak without her beasts.
Would you look at that?
Should have the money here.
They had 3 people, and they had the right sensing as well. Knowing that DRX might approach this site, they tossed the nades at the right time, but as DRX continues to push through and execute, they managed to take down Gen.G. But look at the surprising peek from Lakia. A bit of a double. Plant might have been foiled for a second. Karen spots out a player. They have no idea that he's up here.
Oh, that's such unfortunate timing for Karen, though. It could have been just a free kill on the Foxy 9 to make it a 1v1 versus a weakened Buzz. He's still going to throw down the volley, and he will be able to take this kill anyway, knowing that Foxy was still in that corner.
Down to the last bit. Oh, Buzz had no idea where Karen was, and once again, the rookie proves, yeah, he's no longer a rookie. It's time we shed that title. He comes in even on the Thrifty. Both Cyphers playing with their cameras, but for now, Gen.G has gotten the hint that it is an A hit. Neural Theft has been tossed out, and DRX make the call to go through the teleport. Texture manages to catch them through market though, because they pushed out. Great movements, and all of a sudden DRX are caught in a pinch. Stax is gonna have to fight his way out of this one. Another move through the teleporter, he hops over, safe inside of Hookah. Mako has the positioning, but needs to push off some of the Gen.G players as they try to continue to apply pressure.
It's getting pretty interesting. We do have the pit here that will be committed to in the 2v3. See a couple of guys upgraded to the rifles on the side of Gen.G. And now Mako thinking about getting out of this pit and looking for a pick on a Meteor. He is out. They did not expect him, but Meteor's still doing a pretty good job and will take the headshot.
As it goes down to Stax, I mean, completely surrounded. He hurt the defuse, so he started to, you know, get a little bit jittery, and then the swing from Gen.G comes out. I mean, Mako definitely tried in that instance. Rushed in. They haven't found any contact, though. Gen.G making sure to keep their distance.
Plant is going to come down. The cage falls as well. They are going to wait on that one, and a quick headshot from the Sheriff here from Foxy 9, who's getting a bit of revenge here for what happened last round in Showers.
No spike plant yet, though, Valdez, because look at Lakia. He's able to watch these angles, trying to flick back and forth. DRX trying to keep him on his toes, peeking out left, right at the same time. Got the Seekers deployed, though. Karen is here and ready to frag out. He's got the Molly. He's going to deploy it just to hold off Showers for the time being. Lakia goes in to investigate. Mako swings through the poison cloud. Lakia able to flick back onto him, keeps himself alive for just one more second. By firing off those shots, he gave away his position. Foxy knew Exactly. Did. Both teams fairly evenly matched. Just when you think Gen.G has taken control, DRX takes it right back. Texture now trying to hold the off angle. Bane swings, takes him down. It's going to be a bit of a pop flash, but look at Fox9 playing through his cyber cages, trying to retain control over Showers. Meanwhile, Stax comes in to take control over the site, and the spike has been planted. Meteor and Karen having to retake.
I mean, you heard Paper then talking about kind of the emotional edge, that emotional feeling coming into the match. I feel like DRX are playing with such flair so far, such fire in their gameplay. Foxy9 is like, I will hold the showers. Nobody else will challenge me in here. And he's just hitting some ridiculous shots. They plan on A again. This time it's an E.
I think he's gotten the information.
I feel like they have a pretty good read on this push coming in.
Oh, he's got Showstopper as well.
Uh-oh. They're just going to walk into this.
Running through. DRX is prepared. Buzz with a buzzsaw just cuts them in half. Foxy9 and Mako able to trade. Meteor with nothing but a Guardian just tries to fire off a couple of rounds, but Mako ends his life. It's going to be DRX with yet another round on the board.
Group up fully towards A. Already the rotation coming out of Gen.G.
Yeah. Having pushed out, Karen sees everything. Here comes the execute from DRX. Showstopper for Showstopper. Textures connects. Buzz blows up. And Gen.G puts up a wall against DRX. It's the Viper's Pit deployed from Munchkin that keeps them in the game. Look at how it covers just around the edge of Showers. Invites Foxy9 along with Mako inside of it though. But as he peeks out, Texture is right on the other side of the door, says hello. Mako down to 1 HP. He drops the pit. Mako having to clutch this out, but the round's already gone. He just wants to keep his rifle or do as much damage as possible, able to flick onto the first. But then here comes Texture, sounding off that operator. Just been tossed out, so definitely the call that Texture's inside of Hookah.
Yeah, there's just so much smoke in his face. I don't envy his position right now. And Locky, the first one to go down. And Texture, we saw the flick from the opposite angle. He's going to hit it. Kind of insane stuff. I don't know how he managed that, but now he's going to switch on over to the Vandal. And Munchkin also picks up a kill.
Spike has been planted after all, but Munchkin getting that kill. You're right, Valdez does give Gen.G a bit more numbers advantage. They've managed to make their way onto site, but they haven't spotted out the stacks just yet. A bit of a spray transfer, but just the dink, not the kill. It's gonna be Buzz and Bane holding from back sides. Inside of Hookah, inside of double Gen.G's scoreline right now. And if this continues, we saw Gen.G's attacking half last week, or a couple weeks ago. It wasn't great. So, DRX having a good time. They just continue to pile drive through the smokes.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're just hoping that when that orb drops, there's not 4 people in your face. He didn't get lucky. Oh, God! Karen, what the hell was that? Out away. Let's see how this push. It does look like DRX will commit onto this B site.
They have a teleporter, though. I don't know. 20 seconds, and they continue to walk forward. It's a death trap. Gen.G just executes. Here comes the gigantic laser from up above, but Foxy9 barrels through. With nothing but a Vandal, he continues to push up. Down to the 2-on-1 against Meteor. Meteor does have his Marshall, and he is known for his flicky aim with that. But how can you shoot what you can't see? Lots of rifles on the...
There's just not really enough time.
Oh, man. Backs out of the pit. Unfortunately, kind of at the wrong time.
No fear on Mako.
My God. Able to catch him. That's half your smoke's gone. At the same time, so much information as to what DRX's game plan is, but Munchkin not quite able to get the heads-up duel against Foxy9. He is him. He's been doing this all day around Showers. Meteor tries to do what he can, playing outside of the smokes, but the plant has gone down. Now look at DRX's positioning. You've got Bane who's backed up because he's got all the utility, the ultimate as well, but he doesn't even need it. Stax going in for the double kill inside of Lamps.
Yeah, they really felt like they had to clear the Lamps out, but it ends up backfiring because Stax is just so clean with it today as well. And
right up next to Foxy9. Back into it, Gen.G. Buys up in the last round of the half. DRX executes along with the null command. Look at Lakia's positioning, stays hidden inside of smoke, peeks out at the right time. Karen comes back in as well. But Gen.G's not giving anything up.
30 seconds left.
Spots a hat. Oh, and the showstopper doesn't connect. Just a bit of splash damage, and Foxy9 tries to take the initiative, but way too...
Yeah. That's not a bad idea, I think, to wait, 10, 15 seconds.
Now we're hearing a little bit more utility from both sides. Texture's nade will catch Bane.
Here.
It's a bit of a lineup into the corner. I think Bane had no idea that there were explosives raining from above. Now it's going to be a bit of a teleporter play as DRX senses the rotations from Gen.G, but Texture holds back. Mako able to trade back out.
Still a chance for DRX. Let's see if they can get on in here, but the angle from Meteor is too good. And he'll take down both as well. It just flips to 180, takes out Mako as well. A bit better so far. As okay. We'll just mow them down with the Bulldog. Why not? DRX trying to challenge out here on long, but did not go well for them.
That's a big chunk out of DRX, but look at Bane trying to sneak in for some of these classic right clicks perhaps. Does not anticipate Texture on his side. The rest of DRX now just continuing to walk through.
Yeah, and Mako, I think he's in a pretty easy spot to get hunted down. He's, at the moment, just charging onto the site. He's not even going to waste his time and try to die to the spike. He'll just go in.
Reactive right now, but at the very least trying to tickle down the Gen.G as they try to push out, but Mako receives first contact. Foxy able to use the angle to get one onto Meteor, but instantly traded. Bane tries to push out. Nope. Denied. This retake.
They are playing this defensive side if things continue to go in this direction.
Oh yeah, they just might have to. Talking about Gen.G's position, they've got the showstopper now. They've got a lot. But if it doesn't happen, it actually just might. Buzz with the angle all the way up from heaven. Texture down mid-flight.
Yeah. It's kind of insane, like...
What?
Well...
30 seconds
And it's
left.
going to be the quick rotation from Gen.G all the way over onto the B site. DRX is completely read this. So players on the site, stacks with the pop flash, but it doesn't quite work out. Those frags now. Lakia staying tucked away, waiting for cover fire to arrive on site. Buzz tries to deny him the spike plant with the blast pack, but the trajectory was off.
Not enough time. Not a lot of time.
Down to about 20 seconds. He's gotten dinked as well. He started off with like full health. Now down to 3. Good little burst onto Lakia. Oh, and the shot onto Munchkin. But unfortunately, no time because Gen.G has played their advantage to perfection.
30 seconds left. Looks like Gen.G will commit to this B site.
30 seconds left.
Quite enough time. Buzz pops out the showstopper, but Texture flies down on him. And that's going to be the Angel with Wings descending onto the site, taking... I can't believe what we're seeing about this.
No chill from Lakia, although I didn't expect any chill from him. Well,
okay, whoa.
But kind of have this choke point with 3 members of DRX waiting for this.
Good peek out from Mako. He slows them down with his snake bite. Stacks along with the fragment as well. It's a perfect combo to choke. To stop Gen.G in their tracks. 2 players left, and they have to shoot their way out of this one. The spike down on the floor. Meteor starts this out perfectly, but stacks, strafes left and right. Side. Oh boy.
That is an option you have. So now they're going to come on in here once again. Stacks on the site with Foxy9. He gets the angle. And the Stacks are going to shut this one down. Easy. DRX back in the lead.
Great calling, great anticipation from IGL Stacks as he reads there. But it's just so fun to watch because we started off this second half with Gen.G like 5 rounds in a row. Now we're back into it, and DRX are fighting back with all of their might. Stacks on the off angle. Meteor swings back out to trade. Now Gen.G has the site. You've got Buzz on an operator in a retake. It is tough days for DRX as they...
Buzz going to swap over to the Vandal for now.
Has paint shells, but they don't know that Gen.G are behind them.
They're just going to put up the pit. That defuse is going to be stopped here before the half. Oh, the spray is not hitting.
Karon though, Buzz! He's able to turn around. Trades up for Mako, and with the paint shells, puts Lakia away. If he gets the kill, he could stick the defuse, but Lakia's just toying with him. The ex-teammate comes back up on top. You did not make the right move removing the... It does buy just a little bit of time, but it's still 30 seconds. Texture has to make a quick move. He goes in with a Vandal. It's not the headshot. Instead, Bane and Foxy9 gets everything. Foxy9 again! A bit of a last-ditch effort from Lakia to go through the teleporter, and he has to get the timing onto this, but he does not. Buzz anticipates and reads the movements perfectly. Times out his peak. Lakia has no joy in this round whatsoever, cannot secure a spike plant. And once again, that Gen.G can turn this around on its head. 3 rounds in a row would give them the win over DRX. Buzz has the showstopper. Gen.G, a complete bag of pistols, and they just try to execute through. Mako with the positioning, and not an expected turn, and he takes down 2.
The Sheriff and win against his Vandal, so.
I will say that the round is not over. Texture still has the showstopper. Not yet deployed. For now, trying to get the angles onto its DRX, but look at the coordination on these peaks. Everyone swings out at the same time from multiple spots, whether it's showers, heaven, or just around the site. Bane puts the final...
Yeah.
Mako has a judge too, I just noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Maybe expecting to have to play into a pit or something, but here we go.
Oh! Swaps back over onto the Phantom as he hops out of Hookah. Texture's showstopper will connect, but here comes Buzz with his own rockets. Doesn't even matter as Bane swings out, picks up the quadruple kill, and closes out the map for DRX. He stands up.
Prepared for this one as an early dagger does come out, and Munchkin and the team are getting out here pretty aggressively to challenge in 8-8. Now they're just running away from Buzz's frenzy. It is going to be a 1-for-1 trade for now.
A little bit of a pick-off. DRX continues to try to push through. Again, it stacks his pop flash, and unfortunately, not too much of a blind. Karon's still able to hang back around Generator, but then Foxy9 with the sharper aim. 2-on-2, spike not yet planted. The door gets shut, and Lakia sends out the shock dart. It just narrowly misses Foxy9. He puts down the bot, but it doesn't quite spot out Bane just yet, who's able to drop down, pick up a bit of a frag. Still, that's gonna be the spike picked up. 50 seconds to work with. Should be able to secure a safe plant at the very least. He tosses out the recon just to keep Lakia away. And then another recon back against him. Lakia with the movement, hops up on top of Generator. Big noise, and Bane is just confused. Lakia meshes with his head up to chance. And this is a map where you're going to have to work with so much information. DRX just continues to try to buzz through. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out. Gen.G are able to hang back and just take the fights against them simply and easily. Only losing the Spectre where you'll be able to shine more. I guess trying to expose a lot of Gen.G's setups and strategies, trying to take things into their own hands. Again, another bit of a pop flash execute, but doesn't matter. Munchkin able
they're gonna pass for now.
Trying to save, but still. Slight bits of movement, and
he got picked off one by one. The guys are coming out of the smoke by themselves, just dying immediately to a Guardian. Now they're trying to get in here quick and often.
But it doesn't work out too great, Valdez. Oh, look at Munchkin just feasting on the DRX's corpses. Lakia should be ready.
Standing ahead.
Dash through, but oh no, he's got caught out with utility in hand. Buzz able to cut him down.
30 seconds left.
Now it's going to be Meteor inside of Boathouse, spots out the barrel, swings out, gets the frag onto Buzz, but immediately traded out by Stacks.
Yeah, it seemed like he knew they were coming in, but he was also at the same time not ready for it. So push came in, DRX get the site, and now, you know, Munchkin is still alive, and Texture has the operator. Haven't been able to keep this out of his hands just yet.
Okay. Initiating utility. Unfortunately, doesn't quite connect. Mako and Bane just right underneath around logs, able to hop back up on top. Texture runs away, trying to hold on to his baby operator.
Oh, they are definitely going to try to take this out. Maybe 10 seconds in this one. A little bit less now. He's just going to wait and whine. As over the top. Well,
this time playing a much further defensive position inside of Boathouse. But thankfully, Buzz doesn't quite dash into him. Instead, it's just going to be the blades up on top around Canoe. Unfortunately, though, it's going to be Meteor starting things off with a couple of kills, and then Mako and Bane going in for the trades around backside. 5 seconds left. The spike has to be planted. Mako gets it just in time.
Spike.
And this is going to get pretty interesting now. Texture alone with the operator looks like he will try to at least pick someone off before he gets in. Let's see how far he commits with this one. He's not going to hit that shot. Nice little peek from Mako already.
Takes a second just to stabilize his movement, but Mako repositions. Bane was in place to trade DRX's side. No Odin this round for Gen.G, so it's going to be the operator sounded off, and off of that warning shot, DRX makes the quick transition over onto the A site. It's going to be up to Meteor along with Karon to play around this, though. Pushes out outside of the dark cover, catches Mako as he cancels around the shadows. Karon's right back up next to him to trade, but Buzz finds an answer of his own. Now it's up again, down to Texture in a 1-on-2, where he only has the operator. Goes in for the swing, catches Buzz, drops down, but doesn't have the animation finished in time.
That scenario. I mean, he got the first kill. I thought maybe he was going to be able to clutch it, as speaking of which, he's got his knives now.
I have a rifle. They've got all the ultimates. And it's always these rounds where Gen.G seem a little bit more deadly. Once again, Texture comes back up around mid, picks up one, goes back up towards heaven. Lakia along with the Hunter's Fury, able to collect onto 2. Bane's just completely dazed, only able to flick just to investigate and get further information for where DRX is about to hit. So now DRX tries to go in a little bit faster into the A site. Buzz flies up and over on towards Generator. Now he takes down Munchkin. So slight bits an adjustment, but Karon was left undiscovered. Mako finally trades, and we're back to a 2-on-2. We've got lockdowns on both sides, ladies and gents.
This is about to get pretty interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if they do commit to them here. Foxy trying to cover for Mako. They're going to let the plant go for now. As here comes the first lockdown.
Here we go.
To the second one.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. Oh! Lakia tries to make a move and Mako stays away. He has a bit more space just up around Wine. Meteor comes back in to take his fallen teammate's place. Puts up the turret. Needs to tap on towards the spike. A bit of a slight one-way on top of Generator from Mako. The counter turret spots out Meteor. So annoying to play against.
There's no way. I mean, there's just no way he's gonna...
I'm not doing this.
Well, he got the one kill, but then he dies. So another round goes in the hands
on top of Generator. And then, of course, like you mentioned, Mako coming back in to clean up for the team. It's going to be the same execute this time, but instead of going towards Generator, Buzz uses his Cloud Burst on towards Dice. Unfortunately, though, he drops the Karon, but it doesn't matter because his teammates are here to back him up. Perfect protocols, perfect execution, and once again, DRX will seize control over the A site. This puts them back up, pretty much going to be 5-5.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how Texture went down because, you know, they were kind of staying hidden, both him and Karna on the site. but somehow, I guess Texture went for a peek and he just got his head taken off. He didn't even get to fire a shot, from what I could tell. Lakia spotted. He was going to get this kill on a Foxy. Not going to win the round, but let's see how many kills he can get. Just the one.
Not quite, I guess, anticipating the swing out half buy for Gen.G, though.
So this is where they're strongest, right?
Yes, let's test that theory. Because for now, it's working out. Mako has been taken down. No more smokes for DRX. Buzz able to fight back, though, but this means DRX has to push through, persevere into the A site. Managed to shut the door for the time being. Texture, though, just right up around the corner. Fires off a couple of shots. Keep them on their toes.
Yeah, Texture just dead. And so far, the Sheriffs also have not quite rang true.
Oh, no.
Nice little spray as well to catch Meteor as he tries to run away. Bane's here and Wine. He's going to pick up another. And Texture also goes down. DRX will clean them up. Just going to go with what has worked so far.
Clears out the corners. Initially foiled off. Up on top of Generator. Oh, and he just swings and takes down Meteor, who used to play Jet himself, so now this is going to be an open A site. The door hasn't been quite shut yet, though. Texture might be able to catch some of them as they hop on over. Instead, he does not. Stacks just narrowly evades and fires back at the Tracer round. Now back into it. Still, the door left open. Dark cover through, and Munchkin able to push out.
Oh.
It's going to be the Hunter's Fury that catches Lakia, though, but there are still some movements coming outside of door. Buzz tries to hop on over, spots the head, and just skewers every player. Right now, it's going to be Mako, Foxy9, and Bane even. Still, though, Gen.G tries to go in with quick moves, just like what DRX did before. They're just trying to set up around dark cover. This only works if DRX makes a mistake and they try to do something cheap and push through. Okay, they tried to peek out. Bane along with the recon. Just trying to catch them off guard. Now having to swing back around. Gen.G picking off these players one by one. They've evened out the odds again. Buzz with the frenzy whiffs. Munchkin down to 1 HP, but it doesn't quite matter because the damage has been done. Meteor with a double smackdown. Gen.G. No, neither side's gonna make a move. He's waiting for the whole team. Oh boy. Karen's still up around and top. He only has a stinger, so unfortunately the magazine capacity is not on his side. Oh, it's Bulldog, excuse me. Then it's gonna be the rest of the team that has already made a lot of space into B site. Foxy9 with the classic, just tries to do a bit of damage. Not able to do much.
They seem to have a good idea of where they could be, but don't want to take any risks as they break down the door. They run into the spike, and DRX will lose that second round.
That the rotations have been made over onto A. Stacks, quick move up onto the top, but a great dark cover from Karen as well. Stacks ignores it though! Stabs Gen.G in the back! You got Foxy9 and Mako on the side, just putting up a stalwart defense, and DRX takes catch, actually. The slight skilled player from the Odin. If you're able to catch someone through the positioning, then it works out. But if it doesn't, at least you made a bit of noise, and then you go in for the one-on-ones. A bit of an A split down through against DRX. Mako was able to trade up at least one. So down to the 4-on-4. Everyone else has finally arrived on the scene. A little bit slow though, so Gen.G has the advantage in timing. They get to set themselves up. Stacks has stayed hidden away, so the pop flash works out great. But unfortunately, Meteor is just a little bit sharper, spins on a swivel, and takes down the final two. Gen.G tied. Now just trying to go for exit frags, or at least to keep Gen.G pinned down inside the site.
Yeah, Foxy has that Vandal. Maybe he could poke in, see if he gets someone. They're going to try to get in here, actually, as teleporting in, but Mako not quite able to get it done, and Meteor will just hold down the site. Foxy does get one, but that is about it. So clean round win from Gen.G.
Yeah, they haven't really quite spotted out anything towards B. Mako and Foxy have to be prepared for this. The smoke tossed out at the right time. Foxy trying to get the angle, trying to anticipate the dash up from Texture, but he doesn't quite land the shot. Every little advantage counts, whether it's a rifle or an ult point, or actual ultimates are just taking away the ultimate from your away from your opponent. It's a bit of room to stretch their legs. We've got to watch for that flank up around A short.
Sure got detained out there. Foxy trying to challenge Mako as well. Clean with one.
Very aware, but then traded by Munchkin. A sudden repeat, and he takes down the diffuser as well. Buzz fires off another shot, but look at how Gen.G are holding this from A main. It's planted out in the open perfectly. And then the Hunter's Fury? Oh, Texture! With the movement, takes down two. Momentum like this, you can't map points.
Oh,
okay.
what?
How the heck? Oh, and he gets a third. Buzz is pissed off. He wants blood. Unfortunately, only 3 bits.
It's interesting. There's not a lot of time, but yeah, it's going to be Meteor going down. Aaron still could get this plant, at least. Try to pull off the 1v3 clutch.
It is possible. Got it steps as well. It's a bit of noise, but he has to work against time and speed. Oh, wow. Foxy 9 with a decisive swing out. I mean, we talk about Bane as a rookie. We often forget that Foxy 9 was the rookie from last year.
Yeah.
On the Sentinel roll down shots. Because Gen.G are trying to match the pace, trying to go a little bit faster than what DRX can hold. Pop Flash doesn't quite work out. Buzz able to connect the shot onto Lakia. Texture continues to push through, pulls out the blades too. Oh! Swatted down to midair. Buzz goes back in for a third. And now playing around the dices, it's going to be Charon who takes him down from A main. Spike planted underneath Hell. Null command popped just to give himself a second life too. No utility. Bane can't quite execute with the Hunter's Fury. He's going to have to barrel through and walk down. Movement speed slightly deterred. And as he swings back, trying to think where Munchkin is. Gen.G wanting to close this out. They play it safe. It's a bit of a default hold.
There they are.
Oh, the recon!
Well, that got very awkward for Stacks. Quick.
Let's go. Oh, wait, he spotted out the leg. He gets a 1! And he's got Blade Storms at the ready as well. I was going to say it comes down to Foxy 9, but it doesn't matter if Buzz is here to help him out. Bane chips in with a Hunter's Fury, although it doesn't quite connect. Texture has slipped every single punch, every single cross. Now sliding up on top, he catches Mako square back in the head. Texture! The hat trick to close out the map for Gen.G.
For these guys in mid, heading up to B Heaven.
Okay.
Foxy and Bane are here.
Foxy's the one with the angle, but Bane's the one on the side. The paranoia tossed down, a little bit slightly off. And just the slippery movement from Meteor, strafing left and right. Both players instantly dealt with. The dive is just too darn good.
Yeah, Gen.G got in there really fast, and DRX just were not able to feel that pressure much at all. As Lakia, okay. It's going to go down to Mako, but another kill goes to Meteor. That's a third one to Meteor. And Buzz is alone.
Near flawless for Gen.G. I mean, I don't see how Buzz can make his way out of this one. No util. So many targets ahead of him. A wider swing from Meteor, and that's gonna be the round. Not only the defense hasn't worked out great. Only been the first round. So let's see if this crossfire with the pistols might be able to do something. And once again, it's the same thing where they leave Munchkin on the lurk. Oh! DRX tries to make a move, but instantly gets slapped down.
Yeah, you know, Buzz, he was the he was the top fragger on a sense. Not gonna get a second kill here. But yeah, he was the top fragger. He had 7 first kills, and he was ahead of everybody.
Information that they needed or wanted. So pretty soon it's going to be contact into B. Bane might be able to toss out the paranoia, but he has to back away, and Buzz needs to come back in to give him cover fire. Tries to take down Texture, but very much still alive. Bane able to take down Karen on the crossing. The default from Gen.G doesn't quite work out. He's got his Bulldog. Foxy9's camera on the other side.
Left.
He knows he has to walk through mailroom. I mean, this round is over, but at the very least, it was exceptional plays from DRX. I mean, very push-up ramps. That's exactly where Gen.G are headed towards. Mako will be able to play up around the ropes pretty soon, but wow, great movement from Meteor as he floats downwards.
30 seconds left.
Buzz not quite able to deal against him either. Completely evading every single trap, every single setup from DRX. Topped up
The
by
rounds. Gen.G gonna go up to 3-2-1. Not too much else to
things
say.
off with the satchel movement. Almost taking away Bane's life. Meteor will be able to catch Mako. And already this is starting to look like a Gen.G round. Paranoia, Shrouded Step off towards the sides. Stacks able to fire back. Ropes. Foxy in the same corner,
left.
same position with the camera at the ready for Buzz. It's gonna have to be the push through. They see the trap wire, but Bane just plays around it. Perfectly placed crosshair. Hurt the Shrouded Step from Karon. Foxy9 has an idea. Swings out, takes down Lakia. Down goes Karon, and then the last player. DRX. Perfect adjustments.
Yeah, I was worried that Gen.G were just gonna run him.
Because B Heaven has been an angle that they've been using very often. Just to foil, just to give additional support to Bane. Oh, this time it's a tripwire from Foxy9. It catches onto one player. Bane able to capitalize. Stacks comes back in for the trade, and then Gen.G continues to pile drive through. Both Texture and Munchkin able to dismantle all further defenses. It's down to Foxy9, and he tries to play off of the Boombot, but Texture starting to heat up as well. Able to blast back up mid, in towards mailroom. You've got the showstopper at the ready, but Buzz anticipates the angle. His own showstopper pulled out, excuse me, as a couple of Gen.G players drop in towards hell.
Last player standing.
DRX managed to hold their own with the flashes, with the cages. Foxy9 and Bane take Victed.
DRX looking to push out, actually. Kron is going to be taken down. Just a bit of damage to
We
Stack.
have a little bit more space, but Bane's still just kind of falling back bound by bound. He's got his teammates right around the corner to support. Ooh, Buzz, slight whip, swaps over onto the shorty.
Last player standing.
Drops the Texture, but it's okay as the rest of the team collects up on all the kills. 4-4 for DRX. Guns wanting to hold on to them. They slow things down a couple of dials. Smokes out, but it's the traps from DRX. Foxy9, great variations on the traps, and he's able to take down 2. Bit of a neural theft being deployed as well, and it's further information from DRX. Even with the Seekers from Lakia, it wasn't quite enough. If Munchkin gets a kill, however, this might be a different story, as he would have his Viper's Pit deployed now, along with the Spike Plant. Karen trying to play around this, trying to keep his teammate alive. Buzz trying to just poke and prod, but it's not quite going to happen. He doesn't have any teammates to work with. And this is just Gen.G playing the situation to perfection.
Wow. Nice from Karen there right at the end. Gen.G
Catch them as the pit was deployed. They have to back off. Oh no, both duelists, pound for pound, going in for the trades again. Question is, which team does this give an advantage to? With the defense down on a 4-on-4, it's that much more difficult. Mako comes back in just to reinvestigate, but he gets punished for team.
Well, they've already made some pretty good strides this year, but they're looking to make another one here against DRX. Foxy9, nice angle from him. I feel like he had a, he had a fantastic pop-off bind. His ascent was much more muted, but now slowly but surely making an impact here on Split. They're definitely going to need him. Oh boy.
What? It's blind sprays too, and now it's Texture in with the Rockets. Definitely
30
much
seconds
bigger
left.
impact, and
Spike
along with the
planted.
round wins, potentially swaying the audience's vote now ahead of him.
Cover going out.
Well, that's one.
Yeah, great little heads-up tool, but not quite able to. I mean, no way you would anticipate Munchkin right behind. From Karon towards backside, all of a sudden, DRX's defenses have been completely nullified. Karon now backside, able to swing onto one. Bane with a double kill starts things off, and then the judge from Mako. What a great way to...
Of the site, and he got a kill. Bane immediately
10
was like,
seconds
nope,
left.
I marked this guy, I take him down. Really nice headshot to stop Karon from doing any further damage. Just gonna hang out in the sewer. Feeling sad.
Gen.G has an option to go through ropes, but
30
they're
seconds
afraid
left.
to. Or it's not exactly afraid to, but they're being very cautious because they know that Mako could be there. Instead, Mako is actually right around Hell, where Meteor takes him down. Stacks and Foxy9 though with the setup. Right around backside, the cage proves too much for Gen.G to handle, along with a triple kill and one more from Stacks. DRX ties things up. But Gen.G's right around the corner, up around ramp. Bane left undetected. This could be the biggest thing that turns the entire round around. Mako swings out because of the snake bite and then strikes Bane. One shot through the back. It's going to be Stacks who holds out the front. Karon tries to push out from screens to take control over the site, along with his teammate who is on the spike, but Foxy9 just steps right through point-blank range, a couple of shots from his Ghost to take the round for DRX. Meteor has his Marshall.
He does. He is alone. He is gonna step out of the smoke and take Stacks' head off. That's gonna give them a bit of a chance here.
Meteor and a Marshall. That said, as the retake goes through without the right guns and all the utility from DRX, completely stifling Gen.G's movements, they're gonna have to
Sprayed through, takes a little bit of damage, but not a big deal. There's no more ult points. And just a couple of members, actually 3, of Gen.G to run into the spike. But that is now
toss a little bit too late, too shallow. It's gonna be DRX who strikes him down. Karon comes back in just to support. Not just support. He's gotten a couple of kills now. Spots out even more. Continuing to hug the pillars. He keeps himself alive. Just waiting for reinforcements. And Stacks tries to fight back, but without the weaponry, it's gonna be Meteor that strikes back. Foxy9 now back into the fray. Looking to retrieve the spike. Might see the barrel if he has the right angle. Oh, Meteor spun around the wrong corner. A fox in a hen house, and he clutches out 1-on-2.
Oh, that is
Just gathering a little bit more information, creating a little bit more noise. You also have Mako very well at holding down the angles. If someone pushes out, it doesn't matter.
Cover going out.
Gen.G not able to hold down vents or mailroom, and there are so many options for DRX now. But with the majority of the forces right around the B site, they just continue to dominate the paint shells and the bullets. Oh no. That would just be the clean round for DRX. No joy, nothing found from Gen.G's side. At this juncture,
at the moment to prove it. They might just be able to do so. They're only 3 rounds away. But this is the most important round. Gen.G have to win this one if they want to have a chance.
economy and everything. Heavy investments. Lakia able to trade out, but instantly traded right back by Mako. Mule Theft being deployed by Foxy9 as well, and that's so much information. It's like a perfect, you know, multiple crossfire setup. If they walk through pillars one way or another, they're going to be dead in the water.
Oh my. And that's it.
Unbelievable. We just want to see a double timeout from Coach Solo, but I guess we don't have that yet. It's going to be Karen with the judge to try to catch Buzz.
Spike down
I have
mid.
retrieved the
He's able to take down Karen, but he takes himself down as well. Munchkin hiding in cheeky corner, able to take down Mako. So round with Gen.G pulling off some unexpected. Oh, the triple stack.
Don't do it, Foxy. Oh, he's so dead. Well, Gen.G finally get back on the board. 7th round for them.
Fortunately blinded. He's not able to see anything. Buzz now trying to play around the sights with further utility from Bing. Oh, the Viper's pit now as well.
Never
Karen,
mind.
though. Just a bit of off timing, able to catch down onto a couple of players, but Stack straight right back. Still very much in control of it. Bane having the angle, and it's all down to texture. Although catches onto Bane, but look at the double peek from both opposite angles. One up from heaven as well. Stacks will be able to secure into the site. Pretty soon it's going to start off. Texture tries to slow him down with paint shells, but an unsuspecting, he's waiting for his team. They finally arrived. But all the footsteps around Munchkin, they have not yet found him. He tries to go in quick alongside him. They have to dismantle this crossfire right quick, able to get down to first, but then Bane swings the double kill to close out the map. DRX back on top against Gen.G.